Y'all doing all right today?
Yes, sir.
Good deal, man. I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm so glad to be with y'all today. Once I found out I was going to come, I've been excited ever since. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's go. No, but I just want to say, first off, thanks to Coach for the opportunity to be here. And I always say this, coaches are guarded. They don't just let anybody in front of their players because they care about you and love you and they're protective of you. And so for Coach to think enough of me to have me to be with you all today, man, I consider it an honor and a privilege. And because of that, I strive to give you my A game. I ain't messing around, right? And so my goal is to pour into you, give you everything I can give you from my heart, man. Like, I ain't messing around because I want all of you young ladies to grow and be great at whatever it is you choose to do. Like, I didn't say good, I didn't say average, I didn't say okay, I said great, right? And that's the expectation, and my hope. So I have norms. Y'all heard me speak, so I always do this. The main thing, I call it the 3 B's. First is be in the moment, right? Don't worry about what's going on later. Don't worry about what happened earlier. Let's lock in and be in the moment together and have a good time. So y'all good with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. The second thing is be interactive. Like, I want to learn from y'all as well, so I may ask you some questions, and we just have good conversation and talk. All right. If y'all good with being interactive, thumbs up. Yeah. All right. And then the last B is just be in application mode. My goal is to give you some things that I hope that you can take and use in your life to help you be more successful. Not successful, more successful. All right. And so I hope you can take at least one thing from what I give you and apply it, like actually use it in your life to help you be better. So if you're good with being in application mode, tell me we're ready, Coach.
We ready, Coach.
Well, let's go. Go get it, baby. Oh, man, you're going to get me going. I might chest bump you or something. No. No, yeah, I'll try not to knock you out. All right, so they need you. You need to be at the game. So just some reflections. I'm big reflective. Anytime I have an opportunity to do some, I reflect on the experience and what I want to convey to you, communicate to you. I think the first reflection that I had was just how you are in the beginning of your season and the season that you're in the beginning of your season, right? And what that means to me is like tournaments. Everything is fast and crazy. You're trying to figure out who you are as a team, like you're trying to put all the pieces together and learn those things so that like preseason you're rolling and doing all those things so that when you hit district, like you step it up to another level, right? And then as you play in district, it's the same thing to continue to grow and get better so that when you get to the playoffs, like you're peaking, you're at your prime and you're ready to roll. So it's about that continued growth throughout your season. But when you start at the beginning of your season, there's lots going on. Y'all agree with that? Yeah. Then the next thing I thought about is when you're in this part of your season, it's vital that you do all of the little things the right way, focus in and set the tone as you start. That makes sense? It's important to make sure that you do I said it with the syllables, not every, right? It's important that you do everything that's expected to you to the best of your ability, above and beyond, because that allows you to set the tone. Like when teams play us, they need to know, like, no, we're going to do that. Like this is what we stand for. That's what we're about. We're going to play hard. We're going to get after you. We're going to get them. We're going to do all of those things. We're going to do that. Right? So it's important that we set the tone. And I believe that's a mindset. Y'all agree with that? Yeah. And then the other thing is I reflected on this team. It's more than one person in here, right? Yeah. It takes more than one person as a team, right? Yeah. So we have to understand that it's about, in anything we do, when we are, first off, everything we do is a team. Family, whatever it is, it's a team, right? And the sooner you learn that, hey, I need to strive to be a great teammate. I need to strive to be a great teammate, because if I'm a great teammate, who benefits from that?
Your team.
Everybody, the team, the family, right? And so you have to understand, like, I'm gonna just say, like, it ain't about me. It's bigger than me. I got to get over, when I'm with a team, I got to get over myself because it's bigger than me, right? As a husband, I got to get over myself because it ain't about me, it's bigger than me. As a father, I got to get over myself because it ain't about me, it's bigger than me. As a player, as a coach, I got to get over myself because it ain't about me, it's bigger than me. But what it is about is, what can I do to add value to the team to help our team be better? Right? And so that was the reflection. And so I'm sure y'all have heard this before. Team together, everyone achieves more. Y'all heard that before? No? You haven't? Man, that's good. I'm giving you some good stuff then. Shoot, you ain't heard it. I'm giving it to you. Let's go. You heard it now. Right? All right. So team together, everyone achieves more. What does that mean to y'all? Talk to me. Oh, you quiet now?
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay, good.
So. You say it again.
Yeah, team, together, everyone achieves more. What does that mean?
That means with everyone's efforts, the team can accomplish.
That's good, great answer. With everyone's effort, the team can accomplish more. Y'all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, somebody else, give me something else. What does that mean, team?
That like all of our combined talents and efforts can grow to something big.
Yeah, all of our combined talents and efforts. I'm gonna do the hand like you did, all of that. Yeah. And we can all grow together. And that's a great analogy, because when you bond and you grow together, man, big things happen. Y'all agree with that? Yeah. So what I'm gonna talk to y'all about today is the must-haves for a successful team. Right? You're a team, right? You want to be successful, right? Right. These are some things that you must have to be a successful team. And I want to tell you this, in this, I'm not saying this to you, giving you fluff, right? I'm saying this to you from experience, because I've been a part of a team my entire life, right? My first head coach was my single parent mama, right? Boy, you gonna do that? Head coach, my mama, right? She was my first head coach. Played sports as a young guy, played 4 sports for 4 years in high school, played college football, coached for over 20 years. So I've been a part of teams my whole entire life, right? So you need to know, when I'm giving you this, I'm not giving you fluff. I'm giving you this from experience and some of the things that I've seen, right? And so the first thing is value. Is value important?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it important as a teammate to add value?
Yes.
Does every team member have value?
Yes.
Yes. Right? And so what you have to understand is and I'm sorry, I'm a faith guy, but I'm going to say this. The big man, y'all know who the big man is? Good. All right. Good. The big man gave every one of us talents, a certain special talent and ability. Right? It's our job to figure out what that is and then use that to the max to be beneficial to our team, our family, and the people that we're blessed to be around. Right? And it's important that we tap into that. And so in saying that, we got any sneakerheads in here? Anybody y'all know? I got some shoe game around here? No? Yeah? A little bit? Okay, so let me ask you this. You get a shoe and in the tongue it says 2 of 20. What does that mean? It's the second one of
20 pairs.
Of 20 pairs that have been made, right? So if I get a shoe and I look in there and it says 5 of 10, what does that mean? That was the 5th one made of how many?
10.
Of 10, right? That's more rare, right? So let me tell you this. Every one of you in this room, you are a one of one. You are a one of one, right? And what I mean by that is, like I said earlier, you have special talents and abilities that's specific to you, right? You have value. You've been given some type of value. And what you have to do is make sure that you remember that on a day-to-day basis and then use that value that you have to benefit the team. Because it ain't about you, it's bigger than you, it's about the team. Does that make sense? And so we have to understand that, like, man, you may think like, what, little old me? No, yeah, you, right? Whatever your job is, whatever you're asked to do, like, it's important. It's important that you show up and give everything that you got to give to that, right? Because when you do that again, who benefits from that?
Everybody.
Yeah, the team, everybody. And so I'm gonna go a little math with you here. All right, I'm gonna give you some math in our talk. If it was me, I'm like, I'm in trouble. Math? I don't know. But so addition, right? Each one of you add value, right? You add value to the situation. But when you're with a team, when you're with the family, you come together, you bond, and that value that you add multiplies. Y'all agree with that? Yep. Because now we're stronger because we're together and it multiplies. So to me, multiplication is better than addition. Yeah. So when we come together, the value that we add, it multiplies and it makes us better, but we have to make sure that we're all together on that value. So that's the first thing that you got to have, must have to have a successful team. The second thing is commitment. Y'all heard that word before? Yeah, a lot, right? So when you play sports, like that's like the common buzzword: discipline, commitment, hard. Those are words you've heard your whole life, right? And so with commitment, man, it's a difference between being involved and committed. Let me give you those two words again. It's a difference in being involved and committed, right? So when I say involved, what does that mean? Just doing it. You're there. Going through the motions of it. That's good. Going through the motions. Any others? Okay, well, let's go commitment. When you hear commitment, what does that mean?
To be dedicated.
To be dedicated. Like period, to be dedicated. Give me some others on commitment. 100. That's how we say it where I'm from.
100.
That's where I'm from. Where I'm from. That's how we say it. 100. Right? You see the face and the head. 100. That's how we do it where I'm from. Right? So you got to be 100 with it, right? To be committed, and that means giving everything, giving 100%. You know, some people say, man, give 120, right? Well, all we can give is 100, right? And some days we may only have 90% in the tank, but if I give that, do I get better? Am I still committed? If I just got 80% in the tank for that day, but I give my all of that 80, do I still get better? Yeah, we get better when we do that. So you got to be 100. Right? Yeah. All right. So y'all ever heard the scenario about the bacon and eggs? Y'all heard that? Okay. So, man, I love bacon and eggs. Y'all, bacon is my jam right there. All right. And so she's like, man, he Coach Baker crazy. She looking like it. Yeah. So I love breakfast food, bacon and eggs. Right. So y'all just rock with me on this because I'm gonna end somewhere. So just rock with me. So we talked about being involved versus being committed, right? Now, eggs, bacon. Y'all with me? Okay. All right. Follow with me. Okay. So where do eggs come from?
Chicken.
Eggs come from a chicken, and basically when the chicken lays the eggs and goes about their business. Y'all agree with that? Okay. All right. So where does bacon come from? A pig. What happens to the pig for us to have the bacon?
It's like grow and like become fat.
They give their life for us to eat.
The bacon. Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like deep, but the pig, rock with me. The pig is killed for the bacon. Who's committed? The chicken or the pig? The pig is dang committed. right? The chicken is involved, right? They just lay the eggs and go. Like when you are a part of a team, the must-have is you got to be committed. You got to be committed for it, right? Like don't make no excuses. Don't pour. I feel like, bro, you got to be committed to it. If you sign up for something, you say you're going to do something, you got to be 100 with it and be committed to it, right? And finish it the right way. Don't just start and be lukewarm. Maybe I feel like this today. I don't want to give. No. If you say you're going to be committed to something, you sign up for something, you dang finish it the right way. Does that make sense? So be committed. To be on the team, you've got to be committed. And what that means is when you are committed, if I'm your teammate and I know that you committed and I know that you've done everything that you can do, you've been here early every day, you put in extra shots, everything coach asked you to do, you've done it above and beyond. Hey, I trust you. I'm going to war with you. Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't care who we going to fight against, but let's go to the battle. Right? And so as a team, everybody has to be dang committed. And what it does is it builds trust for you and you grow as a team. And I'm going to just tell you this, on the other side of that, you'll be proud of the commitment. Right? You'll be proud that you made the sacrifices to be committed and do what you said you're going to do. Because I'm going to give you a weight analogy. In the weight room, do y'all agree that reps make you better?
Yeah.
Yeah, the more times I get on that bar and I push that bar and make myself hurt and sweat, even when I don't feel like doing it, I go in there and do it anyway. Oh, I like the results. Yeah, I mean, I like going there and doing it, but I dang sure like the results, right? And so when you are committed, it's the same way. And that's a transferable skill, y'all. As you learn that in sports and basketball, sports teach you life lessons. It's going to be some times in your life, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be some things that's going to happen to you in your life that's out of your control. Right? But will you continue to be committed? If you signed up for it, are you going to finish and be committed, period? I don't care it's hot. I'm still going to work my tail off. I'm committed. If I told coach I'm going to be here at this certain time, at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be committed. I'm going to be here at 10:40. Right? I'm committed. Was I here early?
You were.
Committed. I ain't giving you fluff.
They were here early yesterday morning.
I ain't giving you fluff. Right? And so that's the next thing is you got to have commitment. The last thing I want to talk to you about as far as the must-haves for a successful team is principles. Right? When I say principles, what does that mean? What do you think of when you hear that?
Morals.
Morals. That's good. Give me something else. Give me something else. Principles. Somebody on that bench right there. Give me something.
Values.
Values. That's good. Thank you. Morals. Values. Somebody over here. Oh, you got something? Give me something. Oh, okay. They got it. They got it. Okay. Principles, morals, values. Give me something else.
Passion.
Ooh, that's good. I'm going to look off and then come back to you. Passion. That's good. That's good. So you have to have some principles. So for me, when I hear principles, I think about systems, right? I think about having systems in place or operating systems of how you do things. That makes sense? Right? So when you look at principles, I think you have to have some, as a team, you have to have some negotiables. You have to have some non-negotiables. Right? So the negotiables are like, hey, we can adjust on plays, and if we see something, the team gives us this, we're going to adjust man the zone, all those different things, make them go left, like all of those, they're giving us the box on the inbounds play, we're going to do this flash through like all of those things, like those, like making adjustments, like those, like y'all ain't know I knew that, huh? Yeah. So you gotta have some negotiables, but more importantly, you gotta have some non-negotiables, right? And what that means is, like, for me, it's like hard work. Like I'm gonna work hard, right? It don't matter. I'm gonna work hard. Growth mindset, right? I'm going to always find a way to be better and grow, right? I'm always going to look at myself and say, hey, I take ownership in this situation. How can I be better, right? And then sometimes, like, it may be out of your control or your situation, right? But looking at yourself and taking ownership. Ooh, having no ego, right? Like, that's a non-negotiable, bro. We ain't gonna have no ego. We're not doing that. It's bigger than one individual. It's about the team, right? Communication. Is communication important? Oh my gosh, that's like huge, right? Like, you got to continue to talk. Man, I love to watch teams that have that constant communication. Like, I love switch. Like, I love all of that stuff. You got like all of that talking. I love that, because like, that's not just a basketball thing. That's a every sport thing. Communication is important, right? And the more you communicate, the more smoother you are, the more effective you are as a team, and the more able you are to kick butt. Y'all like kicking butt? Yeah. So it starts with having the non-negotiable of communication. And so here's another. I'm gonna give you some formulas, give you some more math right here. Okay. So if I tell you this, principles over feelings equal no regrets. What does that mean? Principles over feelings equal no regrets.
Like, put your feelings aside.
Right. So she said you put your feelings aside. Right. Y'all agree with that? Right. So I said I'm gonna sign up for this team, and I'm gonna be committed, and I got some principles by which I operate by. Right. And some days, like when I get here, like, boy, y'all do a lot of running in basketball. I play football, my big sport, right? Y'all do a lot of running in basketball. Sometimes my body don't feel like it. Sometimes I hurt, or well, all of those excuses, right? But the principle is, I said I'm gonna do this 100, right? That's what I said I'm gonna do. I signed up for it. The principle is I'm gonna do that every day, right? Regardless of how I feel, I'm gonna do that. So principles over feelings equals no regrets. And I can tell y'all that, man, like in my life, like I've made some sacrifices, man, like big time sacrifices in my life. When everybody else was doing this, I was the only one that was doing this to work on getting better. Right? When everybody else in college was going out and partying, no, bro, I'm in the weight room. I'm at the library studying. I got to make straight A's. Like, I got to get this degree, right? And at the time, you're like, man, what? I don't know. Am I doing? But those were my principles. But what it allowed me to do is it allowed me to get a college degree, to initially go into a career that I loved, that I was able to do for a long, long, long time, right? And it started with my principles over my feelings. There's a whole lot of those people that was doing all of that other stuff, they didn't graduate. They dropped out. They didn't finish. They weren't committed, right? So principles over feelings equal no regrets. And I'm proud of that. Like, I can stand in front of y'all today, like with a smile on my face, and say I'm proud of those sacrifices that I made, because I held firm to my principles of what I believe in. Now the flip side of that is feelings over principles. What do y'all think that gives you?
No regret.
No regret. So feelings over principle gives you regrets. Yeah. You look and you're like, yeah, I guess. Did I get it right? No, you got it right. If you put your feelings over your principles, you're going to regret that. I promise you that. You'll look back on it and not be proud of that. Right? So we have to make sure that we operate by principles and not feelings. So in closing, ladies, right, there's some must-haves we have to have in order to have a successful team. Like, gotta have them, non-negotiable, gotta have them, right? And the first thing is value. Understand that each one of you have value. Each one of you bring value to the table. Bring that value to the table every day, right? Whatever you got in you, bring that value to the table every day. We need that. Gotta have that. The next thing we talked about was commitment. If you say you're going to do something, do it. It's that simple. You signed up for it, do it, man. Give your all to it. Then the last thing we talked about was principles. And you understand that principles over feelings equal no regrets, right? Feelings over principles, you're gonna have some regrets with that, right? So operate in principles, operate in your principles every day, do things with integrity, right? You know the difference between right and wrong, do right all the time. You gotta choose between right and wrong, choose right every time. And you won't have regrets on that. And I can tell you that because I've been in your shoes and I wondered on those things. Like, man, I don't know, wonder. I'm glad I operated in principles, right? So that's what I have for y'all. Y'all know we got to end with a go get it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll count it down to you 1, 2, 3, and y'all give me a loud go get it. Can y'all do that? Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Go get it. Go get it. All right. Coach, any questions? Y'all got questions? Any questions over anything? Y'all good? No? All right. So.
No, I thought you said name my good.
No.
No, I said I don't have questions.
Good deal. Well, again, so good to see y'all. So happy for you with the great things that y'all are doing. So proud of y'all. Continue to do things the right way, right? Continue to find ways to grow every day. Show up every day. Have a great attitude and give everything you got each moment of each day, and you'll have that continued growth. You'll be where you want to be at the beginning of district. You'll be where you want to be at the end of district, going into the playoffs. I'm calling it, right? And then you'll have that continued growth into the playoffs. But then, for me, it's not just about sports, but it's about life, right? And those things that you're learning, that I've talked to you about, those things that you're learning in ball, if you will, you'll be able to transfer that over to your life and use that in your life to help you be successful too. All right. So thank y'all so much for your attention. I appreciate the interacting. I appreciate the being in the moment. Now I appreciate when you go apply what I gave to you.
Go get it.